2010 Toyota Corolla, and the customer complained that the AC is not working, it's not getting cold. So, and then the panel, the RPM gauge or the temperature is not working. And if you see, there's no RPMs. So first thing I do is I do scan. So I hadn't noticed that is the steering angle sensor light, but I wasn't paying attention, and I just started checking fuses and the whole 9 yards, because it's like, first you go through a procedure, and then there is no dedicated fuse that I found for the AC compressor, and it's one of these compressors that is really expensive, and it's one of those compressors that don't have a clutch. So I hooked up my scanner, and it lights up. Let's see if it does it again. Put it on read codes, and it's working, attempting to communicate with vehicle, and it says error, operating error, check connections, try again. So it's not communicating. So right away you have a communication error. So now they tell you, after I checked all the fuses and everything, I checked also the AC control little module that's in there. See it, I already put it in there. It's in there. And sometimes there's a yaw control over here that can short under the seat, under the driver's seat. If that shorts, it'll trigger no communication. It can. But this thing is not reading anything. And if you turn the AC on, now you have to take my word for it. The air is not cold. And on this particular car, the AC compressor is making noise. So, see, it's warm and it's not reading. So, I say, okay, let's go and find the steering angle sensor. And on this vehicle, it's here. You'll see it right there. But the connection, you can see that they've messed with the, sorry about the lights. They've messed with it's got an aftermarket alarm system. So the steering connection, let's see if I can do it over here. Steering connection, the steering angle sensor connection is not this. It's here. Let me see if I can show it to you in another way. It is this one. If I can see it better. See it? And they want a ridiculous amount of money for that sensor. They want like $400, $350. Let me show you the part number. You'll see the part number right there. See if I can show it to you. You see the point? There's the part number. They want like $350 or $400 for that thing. Now, if you want, I'm going to disconnect it. There's a clip here. You see this clip? I'm going to disconnect that clip, and I'll show you what happens. Disconnect that clip, and you know where it's at already, so means it's shorted out. See if I can get to it. So you got to use a pick. It's the best way. Use a pick and disconnect that. And boom, there it goes. Now you hear the compressor going. It's a noisy compressor. Now it's reading temperature, it's reading RPMs, and it's cooling. So that, and then the little sensor light went out. the steering angle sensor. So this bad steering angle sensor can cause that, and it's very expensive. So it'll trigger your vehicle stability control light, but you don't have to worry about that. I mean, just drive without that until you can get the sensor, so you can get AC and you know what temperature you're driving on. But it's took me a little bit, but check out the SAS sensor and disconnected. Let's see, it's disconnected. I'll show you where it's at. Right there. There it is. And it goes there. And if I connect it again, I'm gonna connect it again. Watch what happens. There. See? And it shut the compressor off. So if I disconnect it again, bear with me. And there it goes again. All right. Steering angle sensor, my friends. Check it out. Especially if the light is on and you lose RPMs and you lose your AC. First thing to check, steering angle sensor.